Hey guys. Okay, so non-beauty favorites for July. If you're interested in the makeup favorites, I uploaded that yesterday, but today we are doing non-beauty favorites. And I have the same shirt on and the same makeup because it's actually Friday right now that I'm filming this. I filmed two videos in a row. So let's begin with favorite movie. In the month of July, I saw Avengers Infinity War. Oh my God. That was the best Avengers movie I have ever seen. Heck, that was the best Marvel movie I have ever seen. That was so good. I think I think it might have just come out on DVD, or if it's not, it's going to be coming out on DVD soon. I'm really tempted to buy that because I loved it that much. So if you didn't see it when it was at the theater and you like those kind of movies, like superhero movies, you need to see that. They recently came out with all the back to school stuff at the stores, and I take a lot of notes and write things down, and then I have loose leaf paper that needs to be organized and everything. So here's how much of an Avengers fan I am. I bought this at Walmart. This was $1 and change because I'm always like taking notes and stuff for YouTube. That was a really good deal considering this is all like, copyrighted material and stuff. And then I got this folder to keep loose papers and receipts and stuff in. But isn't that nice that this was also $1 and change? Did you guys ever see Guardians of the Galaxy? He's in the little raccoon guy. He's in Infinity War too. They had a real wide cross section of characters in that movie from all the different movies. Okay, TV show that I was loving in the month of July. Season 2 of Luke Cage. Continuing on this Marvel theme here. Season 2 of Luke Cage. That show just keeps getting better and better and better. I really like on that show. I like the character Shades. I think the actor that plays that part does a really good job with it. And even though he's a villain, you can't help but like him. I don't know, there's something just really likable about him. So I'm watching season 2 of Luke Cage, and if you're not familiar with that show, it's he's a superhero with, well, he's actually an ordinary man who has superhero type properties because he was experimented on when he was in prison. And anyway, in that show, one of the main characters owns a nightclub, and there are real live people who perform at the club, except these are artists from reality. Like, they're not just people for the TV show. They take real artists and then put them on the TV show and let them play. So most of the time it's music that I'm not really into, but there was this one episode that I'm sitting there and I'm listening to the artist and watching them perform. And I looked at my husband and I said, "Oh my God, this guy is amazing." I said, "I got to read the credits when the show is over and find out who this is." Well, I read the credits all the way to the end, and there was no information about who that was. So I thank God for the internet. So I did some digging, and I found out who it was. Apparently, he's pretty famous, but I wasn't familiar with him or his work. His name is Gary Clark Jr., and to me, his style is sort of a cross between Lenny Kravitz and Jimi Hendrix. That's what his style reminds me of. And then I found out later on that he and Lenny Kravitz are actually friends. So I thought that was interesting that, I kind of made that connection before I even knew about that. But it's kind of like blues and rock mixed together. He's fantastic. If you want to check out his work, his live CD is, I think, the best because I ended up um, getting some of his CDs from the library to find out, what songs I liked and which CDs I liked the best and everything. And so the live CD is incredible. You know how usually with performers, and you listen to a studio version of something, usually that's the best version. Then when you hear it live, it's usually not quite as good. It's the other way around with him. He is amazing live, and he's on tour a lot, so the chance of getting to go see him is really good, but fantastic. Gary Clark Jr. Now, speaking of music, I know I am way out of the loop and so late to the game with this, but I have just downloaded Spotify. So I now have a playlist on Spotify, and I didn't know if you guys do that too. I think most people do. I don't know why it took me so long to find that app. You know what it was? I had tried music apps in the past, and I didn't really like them that much for a variety of reasons. Like Pandora, and then there was another one that I tried, and I don't know, I just didn't like them that much. But Spotify, right away, I knew that this was a really great app. So I've been listening to things that I haven't heard in a while that I used to love and making my little playlist and everything. And I think there is a way to share your Spotify playlist with other people. I know one way you can do it is you can do some kind of link through your Facebook page, but my Facebook page is personal, not public. It's the one social media thing that I like to keep just for like friends and family. So nobody can go on my Facebook page unless there's somebody that I know in real life. And then my Twitter and my Instagram is for, all the YouTube related people. So I can't share it through my Facebook for that reason, but I think there's another way to do it through Twitter. So if I can figure that out, how to do that, I will post or make some sort of link or connection to my Twitter. If you guys are interested. I mean, if you don't care, that's fine. But I thought you might be curious to see. I have the most eclectic taste in music. I mean, my tastes are all over the place. I like so many different kinds of things. If you saw my playlist, you'd be like, this looks like the playlist from 10 different people. you have a very wide variety of things that you like. So if I can figure out a way to do that, and if you guys want to know what I like, I will do that. Okay, I bought something in the month of July that is going to surprise you. If you've been watching me for a while, then you know that I have a scooter, and I've been having fun with that for the last couple of years. Well, taking it to the next level. And no, I'm not talking about a motorcycle. I bought something else that I'm learning to do because it is a million times harder than what it looks like. What am I talking about? I'm going to show you. I'm learning to skateboard. And I just bought, it's just a Kryptonics skateboard, which is not expensive. This is the one that I got. It is so much harder than what it looks like, you guys. I don't plan on doing tricks and all that and, flips and riding on rails for staircases. And no, I don't plan on doing that. I just want to be able to ride the skateboard without falling. I haven't fallen yet, but I have all the gear because I used to wear that when I first started riding my scooter, because it's not like a regular kick scooter, it's an electric scooter. But, and it's not the kind that you sit on, it's the kind that you stand on. Just for anybody new, in case you're curious, I think it's a trying to think of the model number off the top of my head. I don't remember. But anyways, so yeah, I decided that I wanted to get a scooter, and I figured, not a scooter, a skateboard, and it would be good exercise. And when I first started to try it out, I didn't really think it was going to be that difficult. And oh my God, yes, it is. And there's so much that you have to know about it. Like, and even then, like once I realized how hard it was, I started watching some instructional videos and started doing some reading, and because I don't know anyone personally that has a skateboard. But what I figured out after a while was that there was a lot of things that they don't tell you in the instructional videos that are really important, like foot placement, like how far apart to put your legs and exactly where to put each foot on the board. And there's just a lot of things that don't seem to come up in the videos. So I've been doing a series of exercises to try to get more comfortable just being on the board, because when I first started, I couldn't even stand on it without like feeling like I was going to fall immediately. So now, you know, little by little, I'm getting more comfortable, and eventually I just want to be able to like ride on it for short distances, and then like, you know, kick off some more and ride some more, put both feet on the board and ride a little further. And I don't know, I just thought it would be a good exercise and a lot of fun, but it's ending up being way, way harder than I ever anticipated. So I didn't know whether I was going to like it or not, or how much I would use it. So I just bought that one. I got that at Target. They sell Kryptonics skateboards. Okay, books. I finished my Darren Shan Cirque du Freak series, and I have started this series, The Trials of Apollo. I've got my hand on the top because this is from the library. The Trials of Apollo is the series I've started, and this is the first book. It's called The Hidden Oracle, and the author is Rick Riordan. And I know Rick Riordan is a very famous author who has written tons of books, but I had never read anything by him before. And when I had looked into his work before, I read like a summary and what kind of books it was, and I thought, that sounds kind of strange. But I decided to start with this, even though I should have started from the beginning with the first series that he wrote. But this is actually his most recent series, but I don't think it matters. I think each series is sort of self-contained, although one of the characters in the book I think is like the main character of one of the other series. So anyway, I'm not very far into it. I just started it. But so far, I really like it, and I like his style of writing. Okay, so what else have we got? I think there is only one more thing I want to talk about. If you follow me on Twitter, you might see once in a while that I put up quotes. And if you don't know who that is that I'm quoting, it is Sadhguru. Sadhguru is a mystic and a yogi and a humanitarian from India, but I believe his main residence now is the United States. And he doesn't affiliate himself with any particular religion. He wants his, I'm trying to think of the right word. He doesn't want to alienate people by affiliating himself with a specific religion. He wants to be able to appeal to everyone. He has a YouTube channel, and he has, how many subscribers does he have? I wrote it down so I could mention it. I thought I wrote it down. I think he's got over 1 million. He's got a lot. But he goes on speaking tours around the country. He's the head of the Isha Foundation, which is a foundation where you can go and you can listen to him talk there, and you can, I think, take classes, yoga classes and stuff. And when most people think of yoga, they think of like the exercise yoga, but this is more of the spiritual type of yoga. I mean, yoga is good for your body, but it can also be good for your mind. And he has a great sense of humor. If you watch any of his YouTube videos, it really comes through in his YouTube videos that he's got a great sense of humor. And he's not your typical yogi. He uh, he rides a motorcycle. I mean, he's just like really different. And I don't know, when I make a decision about whether I like someone or not, or whether I feel comfortable with something that they do, I go a lot by my instincts, and I just get a really good feeling about him, because I know there's been some controversy about mystics and gurus and stuff like that in the past, where you found out later on that, you know, it was a cult, or they were scamming people, or they were something other than what they seem to be. I don't think there's anything to worry about with him. I get a good feeling about him. And he's so wise, and he seems to him, he sees things that are obvious to him, but the rest of us are so clueless about. I mean, he just has so much wisdom to impart to the rest of us. I love this guy. And if you want to check him out, I will put a link to his channel in the description box. He has an Instagram page. He has a Twitter. I think he has a Facebook. He's all over social media. He's just really great. He's an author. He's written books. He's a poet. He's really something. Really something. Just a really cool guy. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned Sadhguru. So that is it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. And I'm going to have some things coming up in the near future in my personal life that are going to keep me very busy. So I'm not really sure when I'm going to be able to upload another video after today. So just wanted to mention that, so that if I didn't post like on my regular schedule, you guys wouldn't be wondering why. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.